said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 30. Inside the touchdown, Dogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll give it to the back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting.
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Back to throw, it's Morton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Heading to the end zone. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air. It's Barnett. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Hands it off. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense defense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fall.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Smashes ahead. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Give to the back. Turning it off. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the run, it's Frazier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Caught. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulldogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably... Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Morton. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Trying play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. At the 40, there he goes. Turns on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time it's complete. At the 45 on its way. He's loose. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back has it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To throw, it's Morton. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. On the ground, going for the first down with the gift to the tight end. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on 2nd down. But nice pass defense, staying disciplined on 2nd down. And then 3rd down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Easy completion on the shuffle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Using his feet to buy time. Spits it out to the back. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Finds his tight end. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Quick handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll try to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Raymond. And he's knocked down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks and that one.